Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm sharing some of the gems I found on my latest thrift trips, and let me just say, I found some vintage treasures. I love thrifting. Each visit feels like a treasure hunt, uncovering forgotten treasures amidst the clutter of the past. There's something special about sifting through racks and shelves, never knowing what you'll find. A piece of fabric with a lovely pattern, a mug that reminds you of your childhood, or an interesting book. Every visit holds the promise of surprise to find beautiful and interesting items which were forgotten, waiting patiently to be loved again. I always look around the glassware selection because I love using beautiful old glass pieces for storage or decoration. The first item is a simple glass bowl. Maybe I will use it for holding plants or candles. I love rectangle shaped glass pieces, so I picked this one up without any specific purpose. I was very excited when I found this decorated table glass in its original box. I love the floral pattern and the color scheme. I think I will place it on the picture ledge. The last piece was a real gem, a beautiful vintage butter container, and it is in a great condition. I am thinking to keep the pins in them, but I'm not sure yet. I like to look through the boxes full with sewing supplies at the charity shops. I found some useful things to add to my collection. This vintage hook and eye set is very useful in sewing, so I am happy to add another set into my stash. I keep finding zippers, and these can be used for pants and skirts as well. These are replacement pockets for trousers, which I have never seen before, but it can be very useful as the pockets can rip quite easily, so I'm glad to add these to my stash. This is a small package of sewing needles that you can never have enough of. I picked up a packet of seam tape and protector tape for trousers. I already have some in my stash, but I still grab more when I see them. I came across a vintage travel sewing kit that's almost fully intact. This is a small container filled with buttons used for bedding. I adore this vintage thread spool. I already have a few in my collection and mostly use them for decoration. This one is also a great find. This is a thread holder with sticks in them to keep the spools organized. The top part can store buttons, and it had some nice buttons. I bought a set of threads mainly for the holder. but I also love the colors. I'm going to place the threads in the holder and use it as a decoration. I don't often come across ribbons at thrift stores, so I was thrilled to find some, and there's a good amount of each one. The first ribbon is a wide red one with lovely embroidered details. I also found some lace, probably synthetic, but I bought it anyway since there was a lot of it. This one is a narrow ribbon with embroidery as well. I also came across some yarn. It's not particularly vintage, but since I'm currently knitting with this brand and really like it, I decided to grab these 3 balls. It's not enough for a whole garment, but I can always order more online if I come up with a project for it. I love old sewing and knitting books, but since I already have a nice collection, it's getting harder and harder to find a book that I don't already have. I found a knitting book titled A házi kötés iskolája, which roughly translates to the home knitting school. It's an excellent resource for knitters, offering helpful tips for beginners and detailed explanations of stitches. What makes it particularly unique is the way the stitch types are shown using cute human figures, something I've never seen before. The book includes illustrations and descriptions of 230 different stitches, along with some Norwegian and other various knitting patterns. I also bought some fabrics. I know that I shouldn't have, but I couldn't resist. These fabrics are large pieces and they were really affordable. The first one is a striped cotton shirting fabric and I'm planning to turn it into a blouse. I wish I had this beautiful green fabric when I made the Francine jacket. It would have made the perfect lining, but it will be also great for another project. This brown checkered fabric is a lightweight cotton, perfect for a skirt I'm planning to make, an ideal piece for autumn. I was unsure about buying this fabric at first, but I'm glad I did. The floral pattern is gorgeous. It will be perfect for a light and airy summer dress. The camera didn't pick up the right color, but this is a sage green fabric with embroidered squares. I haven't decided what to make with it yet. The final fabric is a medium weight jersey in a stunning green color. There's a good amount of it and I'm thinking of turning it into a 2-piece outfit. I'm a big fan of vintage purses, so I was thrilled to find this one. It's in excellent condition and was a real bargain. Lastly, I came across this vintage sewing box, which is probably my favorite find from the haul. While I was browsing the sewing and knitting shelves at the charity shop, the lady placed it right in front of me as she was rearranging the store. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Inside there were a few items I could use, including a container of tiny spools, threads, small scissors, metal snaps, and a cute pin holder shaped like a milk bucket. It will look amazing in my retro sewing studio. So that's the haul. Let me know which piece was your favorite. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing for more. Your support really helps and means a lot. See you soon with a new sewing video.